Your car has a secret menu that the dealership never showed you, and there's a good chance you've been driving around with features turned off that could actually make your daily life easier. These are 13 hidden car features already built into your vehicle. Features you paid for when you bought the car, but probably have no idea exist. Some of them are buried deep in menus, others require a special button combination to unlock, and one of them might genuinely blow your mind because it's been sitting right in front of you this whole time. Number 13. Your key fob rolls down your windows. Most dealerships never mention this one. That little remote sitting in your pocket or your purse does way more than lock and unlock your doors. Picture a hot summer day in Phoenix or Houston, and your car has been baking in the parking lot for hours. Instead of climbing into what feels like a pizza oven, you can roll down all your windows before you even open the door. Press the unlock button once, then hold it down for about 3 to 5 seconds. And on most vehicles, all 4 windows drop at the same time. Honda models from 2016 and newer have this feature, along with Toyota vehicles at the XLE premium trim and higher, Ford F-150s, Escapes and Explorers, Volkswagen Golf, Jetta, Atlas, and Tiguan, plus Chevrolet and GMC trucks. And here's the catch with Toyota. The feature comes disabled from the factory, which means you either need to ask your dealer to turn it on or pick up an aftermarket tool like Carista for about $30 to $40 and do it yourself. Ford's 2025 models actually added the ability to roll windows back up by holding the lock button, which is perfect for those moments when it starts raining and you're nowhere near your car. Number 12. The hidden key inside your key fob. This trick has saved people from being stranded more times than anyone can count. Every push-button start vehicle has a hidden mechanical key tucked inside the fob, and most people have no idea it exists. Look for a small button or sliding tab on your key fob, press it or slide it, and a metal key blade pops right out. The reason this matters is simple. When your fob battery dies, and eventually it will, this key unlocks a hidden keyhole on your driver's door handle that most owners don't even notice because it's usually covered by a small plastic cap. Once you get inside the car, starting the engine is easy. Hold the dead fob directly against the push button, start while pressing the brake pedal, and the car detects the fob and starts up normally. F-150 owners get an extra backup option too. Pull out the rubber insert in the cup holder, and you'll find a hidden slot where you can place a dead fob to get it close enough to the sensor. Check your key fob right now and find that hidden key, because someday you'll be glad you knew it was there. Number 11. BMW's secret remote start. Even long-time BMW owners get caught off guard by this one. If you own a BMW with remote start capability, you might have noticed something strange about your key fob. There's no remote start button anywhere on it, and that's intentional because BMW decided to hide the feature. The trick is pressing the lock button 3 times rapidly, all within 1 second, and that fires up your engine for 15 minutes. BMW actually prefers that customers use their smartphone app instead, which explains why they skipped putting a dedicated button on the fob. Consumer Reports staff stumbled onto this feature completely by accident without knowing it existed. So if you've been wondering how to warm up your BMW on a cold morning without pulling out your phone, now you have the answer. Number 10. Nissan's tire pressure horn. Filling your tires at a gas station is one of those annoying little tasks that takes longer than it should. You crouch down next to the wheel, guess when to stop adding air, check the pressure with a gauge, add more air, check again, and repeat until you get it right. Nissan solved this problem years ago with a feature called Easy Fill Tire Alert, and it's been standard on virtually all Nissan models since 2013. Over 9 million vehicles have this built in, including the Altima, Rogue, Pathfinder, Frontier, Titan, and more. The system works like this. Turn your ignition to the on position without starting the engine. Then start adding air to your tire, and your exterior lights begin flashing to confirm the system is active. When you hit the correct pressure, your horn gives one short chirp to let you know you're done. Put in too much air by mistake, and the horn honks while your hazards flash 3 times as a warning. Properly inflated tires last longer and save you money on gas. Most drivers are rolling around with incorrect tire pressure because checking it feels like a hassle. Nissan built you a solution, and your salesperson probably never mentioned it. Number 9. Ford's hidden engineering menu. Ford vehicles running SYNC3, which covers the F-150, Explorer, Escape, Fusion, and Mustang from 2016 through 2023, have a secret menu that doesn't appear in any owner's manual. Getting to it requires pressing and holding two buttons at the same time. Hold the right arrow button on your steering wheel and the right seat button on your infotainment screen together for about 5 seconds. And a hidden engineering menu pops up with speaker diagnostics, GPS satellite signal strength readings, and theme customization options that aren't available anywhere else. There's even a toggle called Enable Test Settings that gives you permanent access through your regular settings menu going forward. This is the same diagnostic screen that technicians use at the dealership, and now you can access it yourself. Number 8. Honda's Diagnostic Mode. Honda buried a similar secret in their infotainment systems. On the Pilot, Odyssey, Ridgeline, CR-V, Civic, and Accord from 2016 through 2023, you can unlock a hidden diagnostic menu by pressing 3 buttons simultaneously. Hold the power and volume button, the brightness button, and the home button together for 2 to 3 seconds, and the screen reveals options for lane watch camera calibration, speaker diagnostics, GPS satellite information, and adjustments for driver distraction features. None of this gets advertised or demonstrated at the dealership, but the functionality is sitting right there in your car waiting to be discovered. Number 7. The screen that lifts up. This feature genuinely surprises people when they find out about it. Certain Chevrolet vehicles with 8-inch MyLink screens have a motorized hidden storage compartment hiding behind the touchscreen itself. The Traverse Malibu from 2016 to 2024, Impala from 2014 to 2020, select Tahoe and Suburban trims, and even the C7 Corvette all have this feature. Press a button near the screen, and it rises up on a motorized lift to reveal a compartment where you can stash your registration, a pair of sunglasses, some cash, or anything else you want to keep out of sight. Some models even include a USB charging port inside the hidden space. Cadillac models with CUE infotainment systems access this compartment by touching the chrome badge below the stereo controls. What makes this really useful is the PIN code option. Set a personal code and your valuables stay locked away even when a valet or mechanic is driving your car. Number 6. The mirror that tilts down automatically. Backing into a parking spot or parallel parking means you need to see that curb clearly, and hitting it wrong can scratch up your wheels or damage your tires. A feature called Reverse Tilt Mirrors solves this problem automatically. When you shift into reverse, the passenger side mirror tilts down about 15 to 25 degrees so you can see exactly where the curb is. This feature exists on the Honda Odyssey, Accord and Pilot, the Toyota Highlander, Tacoma, and Tundra, Subaru Outback Limited from 2020 and newer, Hyundai Palisade, Ford Explorer and F-150 at Lariat trim and above, and Chevrolet Silverado, Tahoe, and Traverse at LT trim and above. The problem is that most of these vehicles ship with the feature turned off by default, and enabling it requires digging through several menu levels that most people never explore. Honda's owner's manual confirms the feature exists, but you'd never know about it unless you went looking. If you drive one of these vehicles, take 5 minutes to find the setting and turn it on. Once you experience it, parking without that tilted mirror view will feel like you're guessing. Number 5. Subaru's Secret PIN Code. Subaru owners are going to love this one. If you drive an Outback, Forester, Crosstrek, or Ascent from 2015 or newer, your vehicle has a secret PIN code system that lets you lock your key fob inside the car and still get back in without it. Think about situations where carrying your keys creates a problem. Hiking a trail, paddling a kayak, hitting the beach, or going for a run when you don't want keys bouncing around in your pocket. Set up your personal PIN code using the tailgate button sequence, and you can leave your fob safely locked inside while you enjoy your activity. What's wild is that even Subaru dealership employees often have no idea this feature exists. The setup process requires a specific button combination that most people never stumble onto by accident. So check your owner's manual for the exact steps. Number 4. Honda's Walk Away Auto Lock. Everyone knows that feeling. You walk away from your car, get halfway across the parking lot, and suddenly wonder if you actually locked it. So you turn around, walk back, and press the button just to be sure. Honda eliminated this problem with walk-away auto lock. When you step about 8 feet away from your vehicle with a key fob in your pocket or bag, the car locks itself automatically. This feature comes on the CR-V, Accord, Civic, and Pilot at EX trim and above from 2016 and newer. The car beeps once when you're about 5 feet away to let you know it's tracking you, then beeps again at 8 feet as the doors lock behind you. And here's what catches most people. Honda ships this feature turned off from the factory, so you have to go into the door and window setup menu and enable it manually for each key fob you own. Once you activate it, that moment of parking lot doubt disappears forever. Number 3. The tab on your rear view mirror. This feature has been in cars for decades, and the number of people who don't know what it does is honestly surprising. That small tab or lever at the bottom of your interior rear view mirror isn't for adjusting the mount angle. It controls a night mode that reduces glare from headlights behind you. When someone's high beams are blinding you through the mirror on a dark road, pull that tab toward you and the mirror shifts to a dimmed setting that cuts the glare. Push it back during the day and normal brightness returns. Virtually every vehicle without an auto-dimming mirror has this feature built in, and it's been there since you bought the car. Mazda's owner's manual specifically reminds drivers to check that the mirror is in day mode before making any other adjustments. If you've spent years getting blinded by headlights behind you without ever touching that tab, tonight is the night to try it. Number 2. Honda's Magic Seat. Owners of the Honda HR-V Fit from 2015 to 2020 Odyssey and Ridgeline have rear seats that transform in ways most drivers never discover. Everybody knows you can fold the rear seatbacks down flat for more cargo space, and Honda calls that utility mode. What most people miss is a completely different configuration called tall mode. Instead of folding the seatbacks down, you fold the seat bottoms up. They flip vertically against the seatbacks and create nearly 4 feet of floor-to-ceiling space in your rear seating area. Need to transport a tall houseplant without laying it sideways? A bicycle standing upright? Tall boxes that won't fit lying flat? Tall mode handles all of it. There's also a long mode where you fold the front passenger seat flat along with the rear seats, and that gives you almost 8 feet of continuous length for things like lumber, pipes, or long pieces of furniture. Plenty of Honda owners drive these vehicles for years without ever discovering these configurations exist. Number 1. Your safety settings are customizable. This final feature might be the most important one on the entire list. Modern vehicles come loaded with safety technology like lane departure warning, collision alerts, and blind spot monitoring. And these systems genuinely save lives when they work correctly. But something frustrating happens with a lot of drivers. The alerts trigger at odd moments. The beeping feels constant. The warnings seem more annoying than helpful. And when that irritation builds up, most people just turn the entire system off. A significant percentage of drivers disable safety features completely because they find the alerts bothersome. And once those systems are off, all the protection disappears with them. What almost nobody realizes is that you can adjust the sensitivity of these alerts instead of disabling everything. Toyota vehicles with Safety Sense let you change lane departure sensitivity from high to standard, adjust sway warning across 3 different levels, and toggle steering assist independently from other features. Honda vehicles with Honda Sensing allow you to modify the forward collision warning distance, choosing long for earlier warnings, normal for balanced alerts, or short when you only want a warning right before impact. Subaru vehicles with EyeSight give you control over warning volume, pre-collision braking distance, and lane departure sensitivity. What sets Subaru apart is that these settings actually save between ignition cycles, so you don't have to reset everything each time you start the car. The takeaway here is simple. Don't disable your safety systems entirely just because the factory settings feel aggressive. Customize the sensitivity until the alerts make sense for how you actually drive, and you keep the protection without all the annoyance. Everything on this list comes down to one simple fact. You paid for these features when you bought your car. They're built into the vehicle right now. but nobody ever took the time to show you how they work. Dealerships will happily walk you through pairing your phone to Bluetooth. They'll point out where the cup holders are. But hidden diagnostic menus, secret PIN codes, and safety system customization? Those details get skipped over or never mentioned at all. Your owner's manual documents most of these features somewhere in those hundreds of pages, but nobody sits down and reads the whole thing cover to cover. And even if you did, manuals tend to explain what features exist without telling you why they matter or when you'd actually want to use them. The result is that most people drive around for years in a vehicle full of capabilities they never knew were there. Set aside some time this week to explore your car settings. Check your key fob for that hidden mechanical key. Enable reverse tilt mirrors if your vehicle has them. Customize your safety alerts instead of turning everything off. You already paid for all of this when you signed the paperwork at the dealership. You might as well actually use it. If this video helped you discover something new about your car, hit that like button and subscribe because videos like this one drop every week to help you get more from your vehicle without getting ripped off. Drop a comment and tell me which of these features surprised you the most. Thanks for watching.